What's up, guys? Dustin Yewy here, back with another YBG club game. Oh, yeah. And we actually ended up playing a 6v6. I was able to record. It's still kind of difficult to get everybody in one game, but it kind of worked out. We were able to do it, so obviously most of the time it won't be 6v6, but we do have enough players, like we have extra players and whatnot, so hopefully we can get some more 6v6 games going and bring you some more vids. Be sweet. So yeah, we got who's even playing? We got Ringo on left wing, obviously me in the center, Big Bears on the right. Who are the defense? I can't even think right now. I know Oxborough. I think Oxborough is the left defenseman. He's teal. And fucking Beast is the right winger. I love saying his name because it's not actually swearing. And then in net we have Van Jets. Yeah. So it's a pretty good game. Oh, here's our first goal actually. Woo! There it is. The biggest thing I've started to stress to our team is we have to take more shots. Because obviously you're not going to score if you don't shoot the puck. So obviously that was just a quick shot on net. And I'm actually going to start trying not to go through the replays because I'm just so used to like spamming to try and get through replays. But anyways, yeah, like the biggest thing I've stressed to my team is that I want us to take a lot more shots, especially against human goalies. Rebounds and like just every shot is like, you never know, you might get a tip, you might, oh, there's another one. Big Bear, nice little effort there, just walks out and snipes one. And he's doing a fist pump in the air. Oh yeah, so 2-0 YBG. We didn't actually run away with this game. It looks like we're going to, but sadly we did not. It was actually, they picked it up a lot, so but yeah, like I said, the biggest thing has been lots of shots, and that's kind of a tip to teams, even newer teams, because like, I mean, you want to take lots of shots, especially against a human goalie. The margin of error is a lot bigger with human goalies as opposed to computer goalies. Although apparently they did some kind of update to the computer goalies which kind of screws them up, but yeah, whatever. So if I can, I'm hoping that I can bring at least one club game a week, which is just hopeful because I don't know when I'm gonna always be able to play. I don't know, maybe Big Bear can record one sometime. I don't know. He just has, oh, try to flip it in there, get a little fancy. Yeah, like I don't know what his problem is sometimes, but he just has a problem with, like, I don't know, just getting stuff done. That's pretty much the biggest issue. He loves the gaming aspect, but he's not into the whole making videos part, which I find very easy because I'm just, I don't know, it just comes naturally to me. I love editing, and I don't know about commentating because sometimes I'm just like, oh, see, like there's a good chance. So I'm kind of all over the place. That's what I mean by taking lots of shots. Like I've always said that you want to kind of go for that rebound there. Literally, if you have nothing else, go for like a long, wide shot and then aim it to the left. Like if you're on the right side, aim it to the left of the net, so like it goes off the pad and then kind of bounces in front. And that's pretty much how I almost scored there. It was just like a nice rebound. But he was like, he made a stupid save. He like dove across the ice. But yeah. So yeah, biggest thing for us is lots of shots. And I don't remember what I was talking about. I think I was just talking about shots, honestly. But yeah, like, yeah, that's the biggest thing I've stressed. Our team, another thing is like we have to work on passing. Like we're still kind of a new team with each other. And obviously not everyone's going to be able to play all the time. So, I mean, we do have extra players, obviously. And a couple guys who can play pretty much every position. But, yeah, I don't know. Biggest thing, lots of shots. You want to make the biggest thing for... Whoa! Holy crap, Ox. What are you doing, bro? Yeah, like the other big thing... Oh, we're almost at the first. I'll continue that in the second period. But, yeah, so the end of the first, I'll show all the stats at the end of the game. They didn't really get any shots. So first intermission. Oh, that was quick. So second period. I just kind of threw that in just for a nice little transition. Second period. So we're down. Yeah, we're on the PK right now. Obviously, PK, you want to kind of waste time when you can. If a guy, yeah, like there you go. Honestly, I think Beast should have gone back into our zone because, yeah, like what Ox is doing right now. You kind of want to waste time on the PK, and especially if 6v6 and they're actually just going to like let you sit in your own zone with the puck. That's like, you want to just do that if you can. Like, you might as well waste time. It's a PK. You want to get even. So, yeah. And, yeah, the other thing, like I was saying before the end of the first there, passing. Oh, man. Oxborough just leveled that guy. That was funny. Twice. So like I was saying about passing, for us especially, I don't know, I think a couple players are still kind of in the mindset that in 6v6 matches you want to stretch it out as much as possible, but for me I would say that is completely false. You don't want to stretch it out and make the long passes, just because I find a lot of the time passing is just completely off. Ooh, that was kind of dirty. Take a shot, take a shot, take a shot. Oh my god, Big Bear. Yeah, he's like my biggest pet peeve when playing. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, you want to tighten up the passes a lot. And whereas we're kind of just going for a lot of the stretch passes. If it's there and you can beat the human player, definitely do it, because obviously with the new momentum and the new skating, it's very easy to get caught kind of pinching a little bit, because, I mean, your guy's moving forward and then you have to, like, either turn or try and skate backwards or whatever. But it's very hard. Like, even that, when not right off the draw, our guy was standing still, so they almost got, like, a good kind of chance almost. But, yeah, like, passing definitely a big thing. See, as I'm so used to, like, playing kind of versus, or I know how to work it around and stuff. So some of the guys aren't completely, you know... especially in club, a lot of the times people forget about the defense, which is kind of sad. Honestly, for me, when I play club, or not club games, drop-ins, if I play drop-ins and I end up defense, you never see passes back to the point, and that I find that really frustrating, because a lot of the time you're wide open, but no, guys are, because let's say the wingers who are supposed to be covering you end up being so, like, kind of puck focused that they just kind of forget about the defense. So I mean, a lot of the time, you like in drop-ins, you can be extremely wide open on the point, but because people are just so puck focused, and especially a lot of the forwards are just trying to get stats pretty much in drop-ins. Yeah, you see a lot of people not really paying attention for their point that is wide open, and I mean, obviously you're gonna get a lot more chances. Oh man, that was close. You're going to get a lot more chances pretty much taking shots from the point and kind of getting loose pucks or rebounds on, it doesn't even matter if it's a computer or human goalie, but rather than just trying to, like, you know, work it in that little kind of bottom half below the circle dots. If you're trying to work it around there, you're either going to lose the puck or you're going to get a very tight shot that's not going to go in. I mean, you may get lucky. It may happen, but... Ooh, nice save, goalie. But yeah, I find that one of the biggest problems. So I mean, for us especially, I'm trying to, like, kind of get on the guys about working it around the point and, you know, getting point shots. So yeah, like, I've seen that we've kind of improved on it, but yeah, like, there's a lot more work we can do. Oh darn, almost scored there. I almost scored. As well, I don't know if you guys like the kind of commentating I'm doing in the EASHL. Would you like me to do more of a play-by-play style? Like, because I don't do it live, obviously. Oh, nice goal. There it is. Oxborough. I don't know why he was way up there, but I don't know. I like to talk about kind of helpful tips while the game's going on. Obviously, I want to try and make tip videos, but I just find it very difficult sometimes to try and organize it to actually make the videos. Obviously, the defensive closing the gap was an easy 1v1 drill that I could do and kind of show you guys what to do. But yeah, in terms of zone coverage, it's very difficult to kind of just, I don't know, show it like in a game situation. Obviously, I'm going to try and do that somehow. I'm still trying to figure it out and work out the bugs. But yeah, I think it's going to be more like kind of diagram, maybe X's and O's with some lines and stuff. Obviously, I don't have a program that lets me draw on the screen, but I'll try and do my best to kind of integrate something like that. It's going to be a little difficult, but yeah, I'll try and do something. Oh, I just hit my mic there. Whoops. Maybe I'll use Photoshop and kind of make like kind of screens that I can just kind of overlay on each other and whatnot. That might be the easiest way, but again, I'm still trying to work out the kinks and whatnot. I don't know why that guy's skating into the boards like that, but so one of their guys ended up leaving, so it's 6v5 now. Obviously people get disconnected, so whatever. But so yeah, oh yeah, we have, is this the power? No, we're on a PK right now. For some reason I thought we were on a power play. No, we're on the PK. Yeah, we have, I think, so yeah, for our team in general, the biggest problems I've noticed are passing is just, oh, darn it. Yeah, he almost stopped that, but it just kind of went off his pad and went in. Goaltending is kind of hard when, yeah, but like even when I'm talking about passing, like right there, he kind of passed it up the boards and gave it away, which, yeah, and then it turned over and it was like a 2-on-0, which is, on a PK, you don't want that. You want to be kind of focused on protecting your net, boxing them out. So that was a completely not very good play by our defense there. But I mean, you know, mistakes happen. So and like I said on the PK, you don't want to really be focused on scoring. You want to kind of kill off the penalty and, you know, kind of get your guy out on the box and get even. So I mean, you're gonna get a lot more goals, unless obviously there's an absolute breakdown in their, like, in your zone where they completely, like, say one of their defense completely pinches bad, and then you have a for sure breakaway, and you know that your guys are going to get the puck. Then I would say, you know what, go for it, but you don't want to, like, leave the zone and end up, you know, 5-on-3 or 5-on-2 even, depending on what happens. So, oh, Big Bear. Yeah, like, we had a lot of chances in this game. We're definitely improving. Oh, see, that was a bad pinch right there. Yeah. I yelled for him to do a poke check, but I guess he moved over to the side way too much. If he would have stayed in line, it would have been perfect. But, yeah, like, I told him to poke check, and he kind of, as you can see, he kind of moved out to the right a little bit, which kind of screwed him up. I didn't expect him to come out that far. But he actually almost got it. But if he didn't go so far to the right, he would have stopped it. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's also very hard because in this game, we didn't really give them a lot of shots. So as a goaltender, I find that's kind of difficult playing, especially with drop-ins. All right, so second intermission. We're getting into the third now. So yeah, like I was saying, for a goaltender, even like I'd say real life, and this kind of pertains to this game too, if you're not getting shots, you're not kind of, you know, focusing, I'd say. You almost kind of forget what's going on. I know for me, when I play goalie, it's mostly drop-ins, but if I don't get very many shots, it's almost tougher to make saves because you're, like, unsure if you're, like, playing. Oh, wow. Like, see what I mean? Like, he kind of slid a little bit too far there just because it's, like, you're almost unsure yourself because you haven't gotten, like, a warm-up. You haven't gotten any shots, really. I think it'd be cool if they added a warm-up feature into EASHL. Obviously, if you're playing 6v6 or whatever, a good warm-up for the goalie would be, like, you know, kind of pop into practice mode for, like, you know, like 5-10 minutes. Just pop in there and just kind of do, like, just an open practice where you just kind of take shots on the goalie. I think, honestly, for practice mode, they need to, for the opens, like, because they have the open, I don't know what it's called. It's like open practice, maybe? Oh, yeah, there was a loop. Totally forgot about that. So there was a loop, which is kind of frustrating. But nobody scored or whatever, so it didn't really screw anybody over. But anyways, I think they need to, for the open practice, because, I mean, you can do 5-on-5, like, an actual game situation practice. And then there's, like, the open practice where you can skate around, basically, just with however many people are actually in the practice. And you can basically do whatever. But I think for that aspect, I think they need to kind of take away... yeah, that was a bad pinch by our defense again. Yeah, they need to kind of... I'm just rambling on, aren't I? They need to remove, okay, basically they need to remove the fact that there's a timer. Like, I think when you're doing an open practice, you shouldn't have a timer. There shouldn't be periods. It should just be like you should be able to skate around and do whatever you want kind of thing until you guys are satisfied. And I think that's like a good way to kind of start the night off when you're doing 6v6 and you have time. Do like 5-10 minutes of kind of passing around, getting some shots, getting rebounds, you know, on the goalie. Just kind of let it, like, kind of get him into the frame of mind to get ready. I mean, I think this is actually our first game of the night for Van Jets, so yeah, like, it's very difficult. And the other thing, he's kind of like we have 2 goalies, so Oxborough, who is our left defenseman in this game, is actually our other goalie. So yeah, it's kind of hard when we don't always play the games. Obviously, they've been kind of rotating and stuff. So and yeah, this night I do have a couple other gameplays that were usable, but we actually ended up playing the exact same team like 4 or 5 times in a row, which is frustrating. Yeah, that was a bad play there. Yeah, like we're on the PK right now. That was an almost chance. Loose puck. Frick, I hate loose pucks in this game. But yeah, like, we kind of all overcommitted there. Especially if you see your defense kind of moving up, you want to, like, call it out. I mean, it's tough because Beast, actually, the right defenseman, he actually doesn't have a mic, which I hope he gets one soon. So if you're watching this, Beast, I actually don't even know if he actually watches the YouTube videos. To be honest, I have no clue if he does or not. I just remember me asking him if he... Or no, maybe he does. I don't recall. Anyways, I don't know. But the biggest thing is you want to have communication with your teammates. Like, see how we're working around. We're having really good communication. We're getting lots of shots, lots of chances. But when you see your D-man carrying the puck up, you want to, like, talk with your teammates. And whoever's the last man back on forward, you really want to kind of hold back and try and almost, you know... Oh, that was I don't know why the passing is so off sometimes. You want to hold back and cover for him. That's what I'm trying to say. Because, yeah, it's very difficult when you're kind of skating around and, like, if no one says anything, it happens in drop-ins all the time because a lot of people don't use mics in drop-ins. But, like, and I mean, people are kind of, I'm just going to say they're dicks about playing defense. A lot of people are just huge assholes about playing defense. So, like, literally it'll be like, oh... I didn't get center, I didn't get right wing, so I'm going to play defense and just be a dick the entire game. So, literally, people are just huge jackwads when it comes to playing D, especially in drop-ins, because literally they're just there to play forward and try and get points, and I find that very frustrating. I actually play D when I'm playing drop-ins, but I mean, there's very few people that actually want to play D in this game, which is kind of frustrating. So for me, like, so far... biggest thing I've been like, you know what, guys, like, we don't need to actually all play our positions the entire, like, you know, while we're playing season. It's not really a huge deal. So, like, it's kind of nice to kind of play around and switch positions just so you kind of have an understanding of, you know, kind of how to play the position. And obviously for me, I try and kind of help out our teammates and kind of be like, you know, you shouldn't have done that, you should have done that. The biggest thing for me is I'm going to call him out. It's Big Bear. Big Bear just, oh, his decision making is horrible. Now, I'm not ragging on the guy, but yeah, he sometimes just, I don't know what it is, but I mean, a lot of the time it's the game mechanics. You try and make a pass and it, you know, it doesn't work or whatever because you get bumped. But yeah, like, for him, I just, you know, like, I'm like right there. It's like, you know what, we have a 2-on-0 kind of, but in that position, we're so close to the guy. You honestly should just take the shot, try and get the low left shot. If you don't have like a good scoring opportunity, take that shot, you know? Like, that's the biggest thing I've ragged on him is just his decision making because it's so slow. And even there, as you can see, like, I stayed back because our left defenseman went up into the play or whatever. So I stayed back on D. And obviously I'm probably, out of the guys playing, I'm probably, like, I would say the third defenseman. And as a centerman, that's kind of like where you want to be, is the third defenseman almost. Wow, my guy just got wrecked there. But yeah, like what I was saying about Big Bear is, like, I just find sometimes decision making is a big issue, and I know obviously that's something you got to work on. But for him, he gets really ticked off at me because I say stuff. But I do say stuff to other guys too. Like, it's not just him. So I don't know. That's a big issue for me. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know if I've developed asthma, but I'm having troubles with lungs. The lungs are having problems. I don't think it's asthma though. Although you can develop asthma, but I've never had a problem with it. Anyways, back to the game. So, holy crap, Big Bear. Oh, wow, that was a stupid play. I shouldn't have kicked that. There we go. Good defense, good defense. Yeah, like our defense is really solid. We know how to like kind of close off the chances and whatnot. And yeah, another thing we need to work on is dumping it. I know Beast brought it up in one of our in-between sessions. The only way he can communicate with us is by the chat. But yeah, he's basically like, we got to dump it in more, guys, and which I completely agree with. That is something we need to work on. Dumping it in shots, I find, are the biggest kind of issues. But I mean, we're having success. I mean, we're still a new club. I don't expect us to be elite. I mean, it'd be nice if we could get to elite, but for us, obviously, it's kind of like I'd like to try and play as many games as we can. I don't always like playing like without guys. Like if they're on, I'd love to play, obviously. But I don't even know where I was going with this conversation, honestly. But yeah, basically, like for us, if I can get pro and we can get like, I just want to have like more of a better record than anything. So I mean, if we're in pro, that's not a big deal. Obviously, elite would be ideal, but you need to play a lot of games to get into elite. So for us, I'd rather just have a good record and, you know, like have a solid team than even really worry. Because I mean, a lot of people can't get into elite just because they don't play enough games. So there's still really good teams in the pro division or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, like we're out shooting these guys really badly. And then again, like I said before, for our goaltender, it's like he doesn't really have that many shots. So, oh dang, I tried to Datsuk him there, but I didn't have enough time. Yeah, you kind of have to have a time to like fake him out a little bit. But I don't know. Yeah, 5 seconds to go, 3-2. So we're definitely winning this game, obviously. I honestly thought the way we started, I thought we were going to run away with the game, but it ended up not being that way. So, God, save it. There we go. So yeah, we won the game, and I'll just show you guys the stats really fast. So 3-2, 25-6 for the shots, 7-5 for the hits, 6-12 on attack to 159, 61% to 40%. We had a little bit more penalty minutes, but we were 1 for 3 on the power play. They were 1 for 4. Face-offs, I'm a beast in face-offs. It was 23-2. Breakaways, we had 4 breakaways, which I would have liked to see us capitalize on, but again, that's stuff that comes with playing a lot of games. Like our passing percentage was pretty solid for this game. I'd like to see around 70%, but that's how she goes. Alright, so we had a pretty solid game. I'd like to see a bit more goals, but that's okay. Thanks for watching, guys.